Hi guys, welcome to Didi Di's Crafty Corner. Today I'm sharing with you my piece for the May 2019 Oh So Inspired collaboration. This piece came to us from Jenny Hufford. It was a pin over on Pinterest labeled Frames Scrapbook Page. So I got my inspiration, of course, from the frames. She used all different kinds of nesting dies, it looks like, to make fabulous frames. I wanted to keep it simple, and I liked the idea of just having rectangles and squares, but how fun would it have been to use all of your nesting dies and make all of these tiny frames? I wanted to showcase more photographs and not so much words or pictures, or colored paper like she did or whatever. So I've chose to use some frame dies from all different companies. I believe My Favorite Things and Lawn Fawn. And I'm going to be using my art glitter glue and my 3M Scotch tape. So I started by choosing a paper pad that had a theme that I was looking to make a scrapbook with. So the theme for this scrapbook page is animals, and mostly dinosaurs, elephants, lions, and whales. And this paper, believe it or not, had almost all of those things. For the frames that I did not have cardstock to match, I used a Copic marker and made the color match. And that dinosaur and that Copic marker color were perfect, spot on. I'm using only paper from this pad, so it's going to make matching my colors very easy. So the bottom piece has some of the animals that I wanted to be reflected, or that were also on photographs that I'm going to be using. And then the top little panel I'm going to put on, just bring in some more of the colors and help to frame out the top of my pattern of my 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. So I also wanted to put a piece going down the middle, or somewhat in the middle. So I cut out in this pad of paper, I cut out a wavy border, and I'm going to be adding my 3M Scotch tape on this border to pop it up, and that way I'll have a little dimension on here, as well as having some photographs that I can pop up to be just as high. Some of the photographs I'll pop up twice as high as well. And this was a little wave border of polka dots. Same colors that's in the paper, but I just thought it added a little something extra, and it'll help to play in some of the enamel dots that I want to use later on as my trim pieces. So super cute so far, I think. I'm really loving the colors of this. I don't normally play in that green family too often, but I think it's stinking adorable. So I wanted to add a focal point, and I made it a shaker card. So I made a shaker card, added a frame, and I used a piece of the solid pattern paper and just added a bunch of sparkles that would match the colors in the paper. So I wanted to make sure that my lion and my dinosaur were showing in this piece, and it is. And then I play around with, should I center it? What should I do with it? How will it fit with the other frames? In the end, I decide to place it towards the bottom. I played around with some of the pictures and just felt that it would look better if it was off-centered on the bottom. So that is what I'm going to do with it. It is popped up on the bottom and then just glued on the top so that it'll sit very nicely and level on my scrapbook page. And I apologize, but this is where all the glare is going to start. Between my little shaker pouch and my photographs and my overhead lighting, we've got some glare going on here. I will try to move it from time to time so that you can see. The picture that you're seeing on top is of Christina underneath a dinosaur at an exhibit that we went to. And I added that to the top left-hand corner of my layout. And then through the magic of video, I'm going to go ahead and place all the rest of my photographs down so you don't have to watch that very tedious progress as I move things around 100 times. Yes, I did. And you'll get to see what it looks like. So here we go. All right. So we've got Christian seeing his very first elephant. It was an African elephant, and that's in the top right-hand corner. more dinosaurs. We've got the very first time that we saw a lion up close and personal, and Christian waited so long for that. We never saw them. They were always in the caves. And the first time that he saw his whale. So these are pictures that are very special to them, and this is one of their layouts that I've made for them. I used summer fun as the theme for this because that's what it was. This was during last summer. And I used it in a bright teal because I felt that it would bring a little more focus to those words, and I really do think it did. So now for my little accent pieces, I decided on these doodlebug dots, or doodlebug enamel dots, or whatever they're called. And I'm going to start off using the teal ones, and then I'm going to stick with the colors that are in the paper. So I think I'm going to do like a lime green, because this paper kind of is in between an olive and a lime. It's maybe celery. Yeah, maybe it's like a celery color. I don't know. It's not a true olive, but it's certainly not lime. But I thought that the lime colored dots just added a lot of interest. So I'm going to add some yellow, some orange, and some green, and then just a couple of those teal enamel dots. And I did struggle with this slightly. Where I struggled is I really wanted all of my photographs to be straight. I don't know what's in my brain about that, but you'll notice that on the right-hand side, I turned them a little sideways. I went back and forth with that, I kid you not, for hours, which is why I didn't want you to sit through that process. But I think that they look super cute turned at an angle, even though the rest of them are straight. And then I struggled with the even odd with those enamel dots forever. I think it turned out being even, so you know, you can count them if you'd like, but I was sure I put too many dots on this project. Went back and added the third teal color one there. I just loved that look of having the three right together there. And I think this project turned out fantastic. I cannot wait to add it to my grandkids' album. And I love being able to do these scrapbook pages for the Oh-So Inspired collaboration, because it really gets me to sit down and do them, whereas I tend to be a little lazy in that area. I truly enjoyed making this piece, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to check out the description box and see all the other amazing crafters who joined in. We have a few new faces this time around. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to go on over to Call Me Crafty Al and tell her hi for me, and I'll see you in the next video.